Good morning, everybody. How are y'all doing? Been a few days. Yeah. Mike, Martin, RJ, John, Go-To, how are y'all doing? Hope everybody had a good weekend. Yeah, I'm feeling good. Feeling good. Slow start to the day. Probably could have benefited from coffee, but got a monster in the fridge over here if need be. Yeah. I think the monster sounds like a good idea. Anyway. Captain. Should we get some tunes going, folks? Should we get some tunes? The ambient background noise. Oh, my speakers are loud. Luke, how's it going? So we're gonna try to wrap up some wiring on the E3NG. Got to get the tool head wired. Got to get the auxiliary fans wired, and then I think that's it for the wiring. Yeah. No, RJ, don't leave us. Oh, it's all good, man. Get some rest. This is still loud. GD4 Max delivery, is that for inventory for the store or is that a personal machine? First like. How is that even possible? How is it possible that all my friends have not liked my stream? All right. So I'm going to Raj, what's up? We are, yeah, we're going to work on some wiring here. I really want to get Zachary, how's it going? So on the Trident, have an O2S board that's coming in the mail today. Jason over at LDO was kind enough to send it over. He unfortunately did not have any orbiters or the orbiter filament sensors on hand. So I'm left to pick up the tab on those. I do not have the funds. I said stream goal for such thing. Working on trying to get the funds together to order the orbiter. I've got $30 in West 3D gift card money to put towards it, so I just need to come up with the rest of it. Phil, how's it going? Luke, did you guys have your grand opening now? Alright, so we got to get some wiring stuff out. The 7th was the opening. Yeah, I thought it was over the weekend. Havoc, how's it going? Yeah, getting started a little early today. The littlest one is still home from school. She's got a fever. She was up most of the night. She's got a really bad cough. She broke out in hives on Sunday night. Awesome. That's pretty cool, man. Cody, thank you for the $4.99 super chat. Much appreciated. You dual streamed it? Finally streaming to YouTube, Luke? Let's see here. Give those wires the old snippy snip. I think potentially the advantage for dual streaming is that some people really prefer one platform or the other, right? So there's a lot of people that I would probably watch if they streamed on YouTube, but they only stream on Twitch. And I honestly don't even have Twitch set up to be able to watch it, you know, on my TVs and stuff like that. So there's that. And Zachary with the $9.99 Orbiter Life. Thank you and appreciate it. So yeah, giving people the option to watch on the platform that they prefer. You know, some people might have whatever that, you know, Twitch Turbo, or like I have YouTube Premium, right? Gives people to watch on the platform that they don't have to deal with ads. You know, most streamers that stream on YouTube opt, like I do, to not have ads during their live stream, right? So the live stream itself is not monetized. It gets ads turned on after the fact. But for people watching during the live stream, there's no ads. Twitch doesn't give people that option. But I think the ability for people to make money on Twitch is a lot higher than on YouTube because of that. Now, at the same time, if you like interacting with chat, right, and you're on mobile, tagging people on YouTube chat on mobile is a pain in the butt, right? You got to physically write out their name. On Twitch's app, it at least, like, you start typing @D, it pops up. Oh, you want to tag Down Under Maker? Do you want to tag Digital Dragon, right? Yeah, I hate Twitch too, but there's a large community of folks that prefer watching stuff on Twitch over on than on YouTube, right? So it's just an option, right? There's people that I see in chat on, you know, Twitch streams. On the, you know, I watch Luke over there. I watch Pezla's over there. I haven't got to catch any of her stuff recently, but yeah, like so there's stuff over there. There's people that I see over there that I never see on YouTube. So I think there's an app that you can use that combines the chats, but I'm not entirely sure. Speaking of which, chat's not up on screen. There's chat. Rumble? Who said anything about Rumble? Oh, Johnson, some love Rumble. Every time I hear that name, I just hear the guy from WWF or whatever. Let's get ready to rumble. All right, I need to get EBB 36 1.2 pin out. I had half of mine just to rip this board out and just put one of the V2s in here. Find the pin out. Fan thermistor. Are you serious right now? Okay. Let's get plugged in. No. That's problematic. The wire broke already. Yeah, Steve has a different way of doing his chat. I just use Stream Elements for mine. But I'm not dual streaming. I could use the software that I use for the podcasts on Fridays. To handle all that and just push everything through OBS into that and then push it out to both or whatever platforms I wanted, but no plans to do that currently. Oh, come on. There we go. What'd you miss? Not a whole lot. It needs sleep. Yeah, I guess it's probably getting pretty late for you over there. We are wiring up the NG's tool head. Let's write down topics for this week's podcast. David leaves printed solid. Low sync. How's it going? All right. Let's get over here for tool head. Thermo is PA3. We need to cut this. Do our hot end up. Well, now that is interesting. That sheathing is just coming right off of that. No, sorry, that's wrong. PD 13. Did you send me the DM, Captain, or were you sending that to somebody else? You lost one of your triggers for your box turtle. Low sync. Thank you and appreciated $5 super chat towards the Orbiter Fund. Appreciate you guys. Making good headway. You sent it to me? All right. Also, I've got a couple of memberships that I can send out. I got 5 more left for the month. Let's give those a go. Mike with the $5 super chat. Thank you. We got Shammy, Tech Cheaper, Kenneth David. Six by six. And Aaron. Welcome to the Garage Crew, y'all. Glad to have you here. At some point, we need to do some sort of members only thing. I had a few ideas going, and then life just life happened, and those ideas never came to fruition. So I need to get back to that. Get some ferrule connectors out. Get my ferrule crimpers out. So generously gifted by, oh no, it's Mike. So who else has been watching Night of the Seven Kingdoms? Surely I cannot be the only one. You never get gifted. It's because you're too busy winning printers, Down Under Maker. Yeah, well, I mean, yes and no. It's almost, it is slower, but you gotta remember the entire show takes course over like a weekend, essentially.
Just like the street lights lit this town, like a fire in a blaze, gotta burn it down.
John, you haven't read the book, have you? So it's a novella. It's a short story. There's a series of them, of different adventures that Duncan A participate in. But yeah, this season is just the first story. In that I won't give any spoilers to what happens, though. There's that. Maker Viking, how's it going, sir? Yeah, so I think there's only 2 episodes left for the season. But I'm pretty sure this season will wrap up this story. I saw your thing on Tinker Atlas today. The Clipper XL. That's pretty sweet. I take it that that's what what's his name was working on the other night in chat on your stream. All right, let's see. Yes. Rack Outlaw, yeah. Hey, good cause. Good cause getting Tinker Atlas funded. Hopefully, as things continue to grow, hopefully we're not far out from being able to see the recurring income get to the point where it's no longer a concern every month. Get that split out, a whole bunch of small recurring donations, and then, you know, it's no large strain on any one person. Yeah. It's the same thing with, you know, YouTube channel memberships and stuff like that. You know, you get enough people making tiny little contributions, and at the end of the month it can add up into a decent little money for supporting a content creator or supporting a site like Tinker Atlas. Maker Viking, I added Tinker Atlas to the rolling sponsor stuff up there, by the way. That's how good of a Viking he is. He can plunder in his sleep. Alright, so let's see here. EA0 is the hot end fan. Yeah, money I don't have, but I can help get the word out, you know what I mean? I'm streaming. What's up? Okay. Like the gallon of chocolate milk, or? No, you're fine. And don't let me forget after I get done here to split up that hamburger. I live like that already down under Maker, and I don't even get an index to show for it. I hope so too, man. I hope that with combination of Prusa's involvement and Bondtech that it works out well. But no secret that I have my concerns. All right. Now, shit, man. I am struggling. This is, I don't know what this is. This is crappy JST connector. Prusa seems to have had some issues over the last year, and I hope that things start turning around. Seeing that David Randolph left printed solid this morning, I will say does make me even more concerned, however, though. Uh,
This is the future. Evolution. This is the future. Evolution.
Luke with the $40 super chat. Brother, thank you. You are amazing. And with that, that is the orbiter goal done and dusted. Holy cow. Thank you. Wow. I'm always so blown away at the generosity of this community. I appreciate it so much.
This is the future. Human error.
Phil with a maker spotlight. Nice.
Evolution.
I can't wait to read the snarky comments that Phil has made.
Evolution.
And not in a bad way either. Phil, I do very much so enjoy Phil's sense of humor. All right, let's see here. No, not Phil. Surely not. Alright, let's get the hot air soldering station turned on. And free waffles. Clearly there's an inside joke that I have missed along the way. Let's So there was a series of bomb threats yesterday at schools across Ohio. I try not to get into too much political shit, okay? But I'm just going to say, I don't care where you stand on any given political matter. Bomb threats at schools is not the way to fucking protest it. Just putting that out there. I know none of my audience would ever do such a thing. But just to the general world, I needed to say that. And yeah, it's concerning because I can't remember the organization, but it was like back in the 20s that shit actually happened. It's not funny, it's not humorous. Like I said, if there's a surefire way to set me against whatever it is you believe in, it's to threaten children along the way. You know, it's one of those kind of things where I'll grant you it's a surefire way to get my attention. But you're probably not going to want my attention at that point. You know what I mean? Threaten my kids, you'll have my attention. Exactly, Luke. Oh, I love these little solder connectors. It's not the board that is causing the issues. Like right now, I'm splicing the two 4010 fans on either side of the tool head together, so I can run them up to one fan connector port. Some boards now have 3 fan ports on them, but this one only has 2. So I've got to splice the two 4010 fans together. And then I'm going to give her the old snippy snip. But yeah, wiring tool heads is always a pain in the butt. This is better than most as far as working in a confined space goes. Wiring up the Micron, you know, that's a real pain in the butt. And if you were doing this at home and not on camera, you would have an easier time with it too. You wouldn't be trying to like do it in such a way that you can still see. Shit. Put that wire in backwards. There we go. All right. So now let's take a picture of the wire order on this thing. You got another buddy doing an NG, Mike? Brad, there you are. Pop away. Hey, did I kick you out of chat earlier or did you leave? I pulled my phone out of my pocket and a whole bunch of stupid stuff happened on Discord all at once, and I'm not sure if I accidentally kicked you out of chat. Oh, okay. I just wanted to make sure. Recrimp all the wires for this extruder motor. For those that don't know, Brad celebrated his birthday over the weekend. Everybody say happy birthday to Brad. If I'm remembering correctly, celebrating his 21st birthday. Nice. I just want to remind you that every subsequent 21st birthday, you should at least deduct one shot from the number of rounds of tequila you do that night. Still mentally 12. Well, that's not good. You're not even going to make the teen policy for Discord at that point. Not a tequila fan, Mike? What's your drink of choice? Buffalo Trace? Now, that's a whiskey, right? Or is that a bourbon? Yeah, see, I'm a tequila or rum guy myself, Mike. It's a bourbon. Every once in a while, I'll have a drink that's made with vodka, but not often. I do keep a bottle of whipped cream vodka in the house for use in hot chocolate. Pirate whiskey. Yeah, I don't know. I really like the taste of tequila. Right now, I had to change the JST size on the stepper motor so that it would plug into the EBB 36, but other than that, I'm just wiring it up. All right, so it's blue. And then yellow. Green. And red. Oh, what you get in there? No, I don't want the green wire. I just want the red wire. There we go. All right, yeah. I don't drink often, a couple times a year. Normally, like, go out to dinner or something and get a couple margaritas or something like that. Like the tracking on the birthday box turtles? Yeah. That's going to be fun. I need to charge my vape. Okay, what did I plug in? Hot end fans. Cooling fan. Is PA1. Metallic green and metallic silver ABS. That'll look nice. Don't recommend wood skirts? Why not? Yours are turning out great, but I would not have wanted to do that work. I couldn't. I don't have a laser, but you know. All right. I made the mount for the screen for this thing, but still need to figure out the wire situation. What is this? Is this what I'm looking for? Yeah, this is it. Gotta wire up this BD sensor. Right. Let's see. Need to get the documentation for this thing. There we go. All right. All right. I'm also going to need to get an X end stop put onto this thing. Good, David. How's it going? Yeah, the wood frame you got going looks awesome there, Mike. No doubt about it. See. BD sensor. Off. Changes. No. Trying to find the information on oh good lord, just give me where's the I just need the wiring diagram for the love of God.
Inside lane, missing exits, glued to the pavement. Between the lines, I keep my gaze straight ahead as the last stop flies by. No more waiting for the gun to fire. No more walking through revolving doors. I've gone around once, and I don't need to go around anymore. Break away, forget your sober case. Stop dwelling on empty words. Stop stalling in the doorway. And cancel the cruise control. Switch it in the manual. Don't you wanna feel right?
Oh, I'm losing my patience.
Full steam through the setbacks. You can't win them all, but I'm proud I tried. I'm glad we had a dialogue. It's good to shape the mind. Speeding up the pace, turning up the heat. Where I need to be for the first time. Taking risks, I'm casting off without a lifeline.
Yeah, I'm looking at their wiki right now.
Sober case, stop dwelling on empty words. Stop stalling in the doorway. And cancel the cruise control. Switch it in the manual. Don't you wanna
All right.
Don't you wanna feel Don't you wanna feel
Hardware install. any of this labeled, maybe? Okay. I need 5 volt, 2 ground, and 2 signal. 5 volt. Volt 2 ground. So it wants to go onto this port for easy and fun install. That mammoth, how's it going? All right. Got all the crimpers out today. Oh yeah. We're nearing the end for wiring. I've got this BD sensor and I've got an end stop BD sensor, X end stop, Y end stop, and the 2 auxiliary fans left to do for wiring on this thing. And then we'll be ready to start flashing firmware and such. Holy hell. Thin wires, man. These strippers go down to 26 gauge. Even that's too big. Seriously? Just need you. There we go. Christ almighty. Didn't want to strip that wire. No internet. What happened? All right, let's.
Do you remember how you held me then? Now you got me reaching out. And do you see you got me falling in more times than I can get out. Down in the deep of my mind, I crawl for you. Down in the deep of my mind, how long do I got to keep you, to keep you? Down in the deep of my mind, I crawl for you and you're always inside.
Saw a news article about y'all up in Flint the other day. That they've replaced all you guys' lead water lines. AT&T did that to me. I like 2009, 2010. So I had got the iPhone 3GS, right? And at the time they had unlimited plan for internet, right? So you had to get your data package separate. And it was like $35 a month for unlimited data. Right? And then I did as you do and jailbroke my iPhone so that I could use tethering and was tethering it to my laptop. All right, and AT&T shortly thereafter put out a plan where you only got so much data, but as part of that, they officially offered tethering. Right? And because I was using a jailbroke phone to tether, they kept wanting to bump me off of my unlimited plan down to a plan where you had to, you got either 2 gigs of data a month or something like that, which is fucking laughable. I can go through that in an hour. Not even, right? But it would have ended up taking my bill for the amount of data that I used. Back then, it would have taken my phone, my data plan from, you know, $35 a month to $120+ a month. Okay. Where is I at? Okay, so I need black ground. No. I need one of the signal wires. So green. And yellow. Yeah. I hate these thin little wires. Oh yeah, phone companies are good at that, man. That contract only applies to you. It has nothing to do with what they're allowed to do. You know, they'll just send you a thing saying they updated their terms and conditions and have you sign a new contract. If you want to continue using the service, you don't have the option to go upgrade, change the contract and go, yeah, here you go. I need you to re-sign this contract. And green, yellow, white. Red. And black. All right, there's our BD sensor, all hooked up to a little DuPont thing. It's gonna plug in right there. All right. LTX, what's up, man? All right. Now, We need one X end stop. All right. Let's get our soldering station turned on. Get some solder out here. We were talking about you this morning, LTX, about getting your equipment up and going. We'll get our third hands out here. All right. There's one end stop. Nice. Almost there then. I imagine at this point he's got quite the line of customers, Mike. Seems like every time I catch a stream, somebody's asking him for something. Just waiting for him to get his stuff to get together and back online. Yeah, I was talking about is I want to get with him at some with LTX here and get some panels made for the Trident. Back and side panel made out of aluminum that bolts to the extrusions. We have one end stop. Got that there. I will end up changing the thumbnail for this video. When I was making the thumbnail this morning, I wasn't sure what I was going to work on, so thus the just like generic thumbnail. Smoked polycarbonate panels. Oh yeah, I'm not in any rush either. Everything seems to be taking forever to accomplish for me lately. Martin. All right, there's that. One more. You got a title ready for it? What is it? What's the title? I'm excited to be nearing the end on this, though. Shit, did I just use the wrong? Damn it, I did. Use the wrong size JST connectors. All right. No, dude, I appreciate you and everybody else that has made this project happen. It's been an absolute riot building this. It was great getting everybody here building it and on the marathon stream. Unfortunately, bit off more than I could chew on that one. But, you know, is what it is on that. LTX, I want to do a 0G, or is it the Nebula? Whatever the other Mercury one is. But yeah, I don't have funds or anything to even start down that path. So also we'll be figuring out here in about a month work. Right now my leave of absence goes through March 1st at work for the surgery stuff. I don't go back to see the surgeon until the 10th of March. So I got to get that fixed. But then I don't know if I'll be going back to work at that time. I've been told that I would be out a year post-surgery. But I don't, that's, not in writing. I don't know for sure. I got to figure out what's going to happen at that point. Yeah, this is, this is going to be the printer that goes with me to shows. Like, the plan is to have a table at Murph. So this would be the printer that was there. Oh, you kidding me? Get in there. What is it with these connectors today? All right. All right, there we go. Oh, you can share some space on the table. JD, how's it going? All right, I'll be back in 1 second, guys. I gotta go use the restroom real quick. Finally got your Mercury 1 printing. What was causing your first layer issues, JD? All right. Let's write this down. So, X and stop. It's going to be on PB6.
Just like the street lights lit this town, like a fire in a blaze, gotta burn it down.
And then
Can't be afraid to leave this out. We got
BD sensor.
I see danger in us. They know we'll burn down the night. Coming just like the sunrise. You know that we gonna let it out.
SDA. Is on PB8. ELK is on PB9. All right. Now, guess we get to break out some zip ties.
Just like a spark that's breaking out. Can't make a stop, can't turn back now. We know that there's no room for doubt. No, we can't turn back now. I see danger in your eyes. They know we'll burn down the night. Coming just like the sunrise. You know that we gonna light it up. Tonight, we gonna let it up. Tonight, we gonna let it up. Just like the sunrise, we gonna let it up.
That ain't gonna work. Let's go run right into that. Yes. Zip ties and duct tape. Yeah. I like to make fun of all the maintenance guys at work for fixing everything with them. All right. I've made a series of zip tie connections from one side zip tie connector loop to the other zip tie connector loop. And now I'm going to zip tie these wires to the zip tie. There's one BD sensor attached. Well, shit. These tiny little wires, man. One of the wires for the BD sensor came undone. I can see me having to take and make my own wires for this. Yeah, but the problem is the next guy's still me. So fuck the next guy is just telling myself to go fuck myself. Yeah, that's an option too.
I could always be the one you wanna call when it's cold outside. I will always be the one that's right here standing by your side. Open up your heart and let me in. I promise not to break you. I promise I'll be all that you want. So let me in my heart before. Let me in. Oh, your love explodes. Our heart implodes. Your love explodes. Our hearts
More zip ties. I could solder them on, but there. Snip off all the dangly bits. Well, that won't work because that's interfering. Fuck. With our XN stuff. A bit of everything, Captain. Alright, let's see.
This is the future. Evolution. This is the future. Evolution.
There we go. All right. Somewhere there's a little piece that bolts on for a Y end stop. Where, oh, where has my Y end stop gone? Oh, where could it be?
future.
I don't remember where it bolts to though.
Human error.
No, I just readjusted the zip ties. All right,
This is the future.
E3NG.
Evolution.
Wait a minute, do I have? A menu. All right. E3NG. Build guide. Build guide. Hello? Website. Are you there? This is what I'm doing currently. Okay. It's wires on the extrusion, left side, the rail, mounted on bottom of rail. It doesn't let it go all the way back. I'm talking about like right in here. Trying to figure out where this Y end stop mounts. Okay. Here's our end stop. Okay. So this goes underneath of here somehow. What are you talking about, Willis? There's no hole for this to screw into, you some bitch. There's no hole here for this. Okay, in the extrusion. Got it. Got it. Thought it was mounting to the bottom of the printed part. See, it looks like it's mounting to the printed part here for a second. That's me. That's my fault. My bad, y'all. All right. Let's get another one of our little end stoppy things. There we go. That sucks, John. The manual's not actually too terrible, but they've got so many different variations of this thing that sometimes you're not entirely sure what applies to you. Alright. Get everything screws back out. Why are there a bunch of buses over at the damn school again? Got our Y end stuff all done. That sucks, John. Hope a little bit of stretching gets it back in order. Are you working on a NG as well? All right. This is kind of a terrible way of doing this, because this is going to go onto the bottom of this extrusion, right? And then the X rail is going to slide back and hit this. This is bolted in with one screw and a T-nut, so there's nothing on the top of this print to keep this from just rotating. And all of a sudden it's not where you need it to be. It's not wide enough that it backs up to this printed part here, so it's just going to be just chill hanging out wherever underneath the here. With legit just the friction between smooth printed part and the bottom of an extrusion holding it in place. There's a 2-screw version on printables. Let's go find that. Because you're just asking for your tool head to crash with that. Or like your entire printer. Okay, here's one. It's got these notches on it so that at least it's not going to twist. Why is it opening my STL in Paint? Good news, guys. We can paint it now. Yay! Oh, fuck. Don't save. Yeah. Let's see if I type it in Ender 3NG and stop. Ah, here we go. True screw version. Where's far? New project. What printer shall we use? Which one's going to be easiest? All right. Of course. Yep, B0. Yeah. Maybe. Got this stupid thing where it likes to lose connection with the network. And there's no good way to run a Ethernet cable to it. Wish there was. I much prefer my printers being connected via hardwire than Wi-Fi. All right. There we go. Now it's doing a thing. Let's run wires back here. All right, where's the end stop pins on an octopus? All right. '88 Ethernet. So it's just a matter of getting the wiring from the Raspberry Pi out of the printer cleanly. I needed that whole bin. Why's my chat acting stupid? JD, I didn't even see any text with your message there, bud. This song reminds me of Crazy Frog for some reason. I wonder if it is.
Inside lane, missing exits, glued to the pavement. Between the lines, I'll keep my gaze straight ahead as the last stop flies by. No more waiting for the gun to fire. No more walking through revolving doors. I've gone around once, I don't need to go around anymore. Break away, forget your sober case. Stop dwelling on empty words. Stop stalling
All right, now
cancel the cruise control.
Y and stop is PG-12. All right. Now, get some wire.
It's good to shake the mind. Speeding up the pace, turning up the heat. Where I need to be for the first time.
Options, options, options. All right, we're gonna use this. There, let's see. We gotta make a wire to hook up our auxiliary fans here. Get our heat shrink out here. All right. Now, where did I put those wire strippers at? So I put some heat shrink on there just to keep like the wires from pulling apart where I don't want them to. So they can't separate any further up. All right.
Do you remember how you held me then? Now you've got me reaching out. And do you see you got me falling in more times than I can get out.
All right.
Down in the deep of my mind, I call for you and you're always inside. Down in the deep of my mind, how long do I got to keep you, to keep you? Down in the deep of my mind, I call for you and you're always inside. Down in the deep of my mind, trying so hard not to keep
Got notifications going off like absolute crazy. All right. What is going on with this?
Do you remember how you held me then? Now you've got me reaching out. Yeah. And do you see you got me falling in more times than I can get out. Down in the deep of my mind, I call for you and you're always inside. Down in the deep of my mind, how long do I got to keep you, to keep you?
All right, so here we are.
I call for you
Connector heat shrunk here so they don't pull apart further. Heat shrunk here. So this is just going to be like one umbilical runs underneath the bottom, splits out to the two fans. I'm not an umbilical, just a extension. Right, now do the same thing again. With the other two wires. See how riveting this is? This is why I normally don't do this stuff on stream.
How long do I gotta keep you?
Ugh. Mike, you get to look at wires all day. I'm 100% certain that you do not care to watch wiring content. Ugh. You're a lucky boy. Maybe. Alright. Now, over here in the back of this thing, there's this little pathway. To the underside of our printer. Maybe it might be easier to go the other way. Okay. So oh, hell. All right. Yeah. Let's connect our two fans. Cut these wires. Well, the V0 is over there printing stuff. Now we've got our wire. All right. This is going to go up behind here. Cut that off there. Get out some crimps. Crimp up some wires. Let's see. Oh, we're almost done, folks. We're almost done. If I could avoid crushing the wire that I just crimped when I crimped the next one. All right.
The devil's in the detail, lingered inside. Oh, a holy crime. But how can I hide you without an alibi? It's a lover's fight without an alibi.
Shit, man. Starting to get starting to have a rough time here. Back is hurting. It's kind of hard to focus. Yeah. I try to normally keep it to 2 hours anymore. But we're well past that now. For what, 3 hours? It's just that here in a minute, all the wiring, with the exception of the screen, because I need extensions, a USB extension and an HDMI extension to make that work. But I don't need the screen to, get this thing printing, so. We'll be able to hit a milestone and then go into flashing stuff on the next stream. All right. Of course, we got some sort of clipper error. Let's go figure out what that is, shall we? Oh, look! Lost connection with the MCU. Because it's a fucking RP2040 board. I want to just rip those fucking things out. Okay. Aux, cooling. Is going to be PD12 and PD13. All right. Power, reboot. Try it once more with feeling. This is the thing that I hate about the V0 the most. At some point, I need to just get an SKR Mini E3 V3 board and take out the Pico Billicle and take out the Big Tree Tech SKR Pico boards. Just CAN bus or something for the tool head, and or just just run CAN bus for the tool head or something. Anyway, let's so we're sure that this is working. So there we have it. The Ender 3NG, with the exception of the part that I'm printing right now for the Y end stop. All the wiring is done. Again, screen excluded. There's need to get some extensions for that, but wiring to get it printing is done. Yeah, so Manta M5 might actually be the way to go. Oh, wrong one. Just then reclaim my Pi 4 that's in there. Cables incoming. Sweet. Thank you very much. Yeah, Brad said he had some extensions laying around, so he's gonna drop them in the mail for me. Yeah, what was I saying? Yeah, that might be a good idea. There's nothing fancy about that, so the Manta 5, and then I can use that in Cambridge mode, run out to EBB 36 on the tool head. Mike, the fuck? That sucks, bro. Is this your like cell phone, or do you have your home internet through them as well or something? Manta E3 Easy. What is that? Get this camera out of the way. Let's look what the Manta E3 Easy. Okay, let's see. Five drivers. Yeah, it's 85 on here. So I could delete the pie. Let's see. Hardware. Let's see if it has can. User menu. Says it's got a CAN expansion port.
Just like the street lights lit
Camera.
this town, like a fire in a blaze, gotta burn it down. Can't be afraid to leave this out. We got this far, don't know how. I see danger in eyes. They know we'll burn down the night. Coming just like the sunrise. You know that we gonna let it rain. Tonight we gonna let it rain. Tonight.
Can high, can low. So yeah, that'd be a great option. Expensive though, but a good option. No, we were talking, Stephen, we were talking about options to replace the electronics in the V0. I'm getting real fucking tired of every time I try to use it, I get MCU disconnects because of the RP2040 boards in it. Yeah, I'm not particularly worried about. I take the camera out of there. Camera in the V0 is about useless anyway. M4P is cheaper. How much is the M5P? The M5P would work too. Let's go. Back. Big TrueTech M5P. Okay, so I want to. Where's the Big TrueTech sales switch? Okay. So M5P CB2 M5P 135 CB1. Yeah, it looks like it's about 6 1/2 dozen the other pricing wise between the two. Yeah. So either way, looking at about $100 to replace that board. Going that route. Trolley board. I could use this. So it'd be 30.58. Also U2C for like $15. I have to find some place to put the U2C board in there though. Yeah, there's plenty of options. That's it's a future Alex problem though. For now, focus on the projects at hand. But it will be something for the to-do list in the future here. Yeah, have a good one. I'm headed off here too. Thank you to those that donated today. Blown away by your generosity as always. I appreciate it. We'll be getting the orbiter and everything. That money should come through here at the towards the end of the month in like 2 weeks when YouTube pays me out, and we'll get that ordered. Welcome to the Garage Crew, those that got gifted memberships today. If you would like to support the channel, there's plenty of ways to do it. Consider becoming a member, all that kind of stuff. You know the deal. I need to just record like an outro thing that just takes it away to the billing department, do some sort of fancy funny thing about it as like an outro roll. Anyway, have a good one, everybody. We should be back maybe tomorrow. Physical therapy's tomorrow, so either that or we'll be back on Thursday. Have a good one. Take care. Be safe out there. Later.